Hello and welcome to another quick video on the poor man's kit. So I decided to make a center console since I seen a couple of videos of somebody I think it was in Germany. They make one, and again, this kit is not going to be like the perfect copy or exactly or movie accurate or show accurate, because again, these parts are very expensive, and this car is the one that I drive the most, since I'm not too concerned about of things damaging, because again, everything for the kit replica is not cheap. So I'm learning, and by doing this stuff and by watching videos and how to make a car that is kid inspired, actually is gonna, for a person that hasn't seen the show or is not a fanatic or like I am, this will be good enough. So I got a set of buttons that I bought in Amazon, which I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna make them light up. They're not gonna do anything or make any noise or any sounds, because it's very easy to keep touching them, and that will get annoying pretty quickly. So what I did is, this is a 6x6 box, and I also got a Camaro center console, which kind of looks like the kit center console, which is black. I like those better, so I'm gonna try to put this in, or if I can get just a cover for my for the regular one that I have, I can actually still put this 6-inch box in, which is one of those little boxes that you buy made out of wood. I just prime it. I'm gonna paint it with this thing, which is satin black, which is the same color of the center console color, for the trim interior. So that's where we are right now. I cut the hole for window switches. For that hole right there is to turn on the upper console and the voice box that I have in the kit currently. And the big one in the middle, I got this thing that looks like a cigarette lighter thing that has a USB and a fast charger, which is I'm gonna connect, that are gonna make this kind of functionable. And what we're gonna do is, once it gets painted, then I'll start installing the buttons and the window switch buttons later on. Let me tell you what I use. I use my kit, who is right here. I have to use the sorry about this. I have to use the like, I just took that apart just so I can get a template to cut the holes and all that stuff to make it somewhat make it look even, but here's my kit. I removed the side switches that were on each side of the thing, because it makes it so hard. I mean, not really, but again, I'd rather drive it comfortably, and not everybody remembers exactly, unless I take into a conference and where I'm gonna be judged, and then I'll put those things in, which is not that hard. It's just it's just a pain when it's too much stuff in the console. Anyway, so here it is. This is the console. As soon as I'm done painting, actually, the next time I do a coating, I'm gonna put the stuff back in. Like I said, I use the cover that I have for kit as a template. I'm gonna put all that back together right now, after I do a coat of black. All right. And it's been enough time that I can do the first coat of satin black. Okay, so now we are going to do one quick clear coat. It says there is gloss, but we're just gonna do just a light coat, a quick coat. So it's a high temperature, just to protect the paint and the box and all that. And after that, we're gonna assemble it, and we'll see where we at. So these are the buttons that we got from Amazon. They were not that expensive. I don't remember how much I paid for it. This was a long time ago. I was able to get the letters in here with I use a label maker with white on clear, and try to get it to somewhat assimilate what kit stuff has it. they're illuminate, so when I press the switch, I forgot what the switch is. Oh, right here. When I press this switch, right, that's gonna be part of it. I'm waiting for the stuff to dry out so I can assemble the whole thing and see how it looks like after I do it. So there is a way that we can put, I want to see if I can use one cable to do all the negative and all the positive, and then just stick it in there. You know, attach it to part of this switch and click it, and we should be good. All right, guys. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I'm not an electrician, so I'm hoping that everything goes the way I want it to go. So this is the final product. I make the cuts and everything. I tested it on my bench, and everything works. I just got to connect this and the stuff and the positive and negative, which I'm gonna get it from here. I'm gonna run this. This switch turns the voice box and the buttons up here, so you know, he can talk and all that. As you can tell, I was going to put this on the iRock center console, which is pretty much the same one as the 82, 84 Trans Am, which is that is on the actual Knight Rider car. However, because I only got the console and the stuff that goes on top of the bezels, but I didn't get the frame to hang the where this goes hang up. Like, this is one piece right here, right, and the plastic is attached to the dash pad. So I figure, okay, let me not mess with it or try to fix it, and just trying to find the stuff that holds the radio and the little frames. Until I found one, I'm gonna use this one. So what I want to do, since the problem with this right here, let me make it smaller. The problem with this right here is that this is too long, and all I need is for this pad to be maybe half an inch shorter, so the box can lay down right there, right? I can still do the changes on the thing, on the stick shift, on the stick shift, and still plug all my lights and stuff and all that, and still have something that can close it. But the problem is that it goes about, like I said, an inch over, so, and it pushes the box way forward. So how are we gonna fix that? I got this from Michael's, which is just where you put stuff, organizer, for $12. And I'm just gonna attach it right there, right? I'm gonna replace the this pad, and just unscrew it from these screws just the top, so I can keep the bottom. And it's almost the same length. Like, this is 15.5 inches, but it'd be perfect for this, for what I needed to do. And that's how we're gonna do it. So I ordered some black vinyl, right? It's gonna close right here. This is gonna be right there. Ordered some black vinyl so I can cover it, and it's gonna look nice. I also have this from this little rubber sheet, or whatever you call it, from Michael's as well. And I'm gonna fill this pad right here, because it has a little indentation, and then I'm gonna put this one on top, and then the vinyl on top, and so it will be nice. It's a little higher also, so I can rest my hand in here. So it'll be good, nice once I'm done with it. After that, I'll finish the video and we put everything to the test. But so far so good. I'm just gonna glue it. I'm just gonna see if I put the screws on and see where do I need to drill to put this cover on. So I'm gonna take this off from down here. This screws right here. No, actually just the top right here, because I can't get this off without breaking it, and I don't want to break it, right, because it's still functional. So this thing is hard to come out unless I take the whole thing out. So I'm just gonna take the the screws that attach to the padding, which I might have to do this as well, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so here we have the center console installed. Like I told you guys, I put that cover, the same cover. I decided to go back to the original one and just put a cover on it to make it black and cut it up a little bit, which I didn't cut it right. So as you can see, it's you can tell that it's not completely. I mean, it's there. It's not that bad because you hardly see it, but it's now black because it's the same thing as the cover that I used to repair chairs. You know, it looked like leather, so I painted this and then I cover it. I cut the holes and put it in there. Everything works when I press the button here. You know, it lights up all the buttons. Sometimes that's what makes me mad. Somehow this button always gets hanging there. So, but I secure by using that 25-pound Velcro. I use it to secure my voice box, not my voice, but my scanner box down here. But as you can see, this one switch turns on the voice box and turns on the upper console as well, as you can see.
I am not qualified to overrule your wishes.
So I finally did it. I have to get the extend the cables for the power windows, because the switch, when I push it all the way through, it was too big for the center console to sit flush, and I didn't want to have it like the Knight Rider car, the actual one that I have over there, that is so big, you know. But again, I didn't want to cut holes in it on the original bezel right here, so there is no cut holes. I can still shift, you know. It's just blocking from here. It blocks first, but it's not blocking first really. You know how often I'll use first in this car? Never. So, but it can still go back. I will fix that right away. This won't take that long. And but everything works so far, so good. So rather than to, you know, spend $200, I just bought this box in Amazon. I think I paid like $8 for it, and the leather cover was $8, and then just make the holes for the windows and my switch. And I connect this to where the this thing that doesn't have a light, because this is always on. All right, let me shut that off, because this is always hot, right? So I connected directly to the cigarette lighter connections there. So now it acts as a fast charger, and I can connect my phone with no problem. I have this T connection, which I like that. I can also use a little one, C to C. So not a bad deal. I like how it came out. It's pretty neat, and I enjoy it. Again, a Velcro, I can always take it, disassemble those, replace it, put it back to stock, and it still will look good. So nothing has been cut from the original thing. All I did was I extended the cables for the switch down here, but you got to be careful that you actually match them all. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.